As autumn gives way to winter, brothers Chris and Casey Keeper are drawn to the wild places on a live-to-hunt, hunt-to-live mission, dropped with very little to rely on but each other. Each new season brings with it a new arena and new challenges. Together, the Keeper brothers have faced angry predators, extreme hunger, impassable terrain, and volatile, shifting weather patterns. They've explored hundreds of miles of desolate mountain ranges, unsettled tundras, raging rivers, and unpredictable perils of territories where few are willing to go. All for the love of the hunt, to test themselves, to test each other, not to prove anything to anyone, but to feed the fire inside. This is Dropped.
Amazing grace, what sweet sight. See her dressed in white. I once was lost, but now I'm found through her amazing grace and a soft cotton lace.
Northern Saskatchewan, the land of living skies. Landlocked and sparsely populated, this diverse province has a reputation of being equal parts beautiful and brutal. The grasslands of southern and central Saskatchewan surrender to the thick boreal forests of the north, where black bears, wolves, and moose patrol towering thickets of spruce and pine. This is where the Kiefer brothers will carve out a living for the next 30 days. With a change in arena comes a change in the rules. The brothers have access to thousands of acres of Canadian wilderness by way of a remote lake. They've been afforded a motorized fishing boat, just big enough to transport their gear and a limited supply of fuel reserves. For the duration of their journey, this boat will be their lifeline, allowing them to search for the lake trout, northern pike, and walleye that soar through the depths beneath them, while providing the opportunity to scout and hunt the vast expanses of the game-rich northern timber. The Kiefer brothers hold tags for a moose and a black bear, but a tag is far from a guarantee.
I was raised in a poor man's town. The blood of my father painted this ground. The fear of a man was all I knew. I'm drawn in the sights of a name that's true. We've been living in a funeral pile that we built ourselves just to set it on fire. On fire, set it on fire, set it on fire.
Fall is fading in northern Saskatchewan, and the Kiefer brothers are over halfway through a challenging live-to-hunt, hunt-to-live mission. They're struggling to locate big game, and a lack of red meat has depleted energy levels and dampened spirits. To save precious fuel reserves, the brothers have decided to pack up base camp and head south toward more promising hunting grounds.
End of this chain, end of this chain.
It's a new day, it dropped. It's moving day. Moving days are always exciting. Got up this morning, got everything broken down, got the tent torn up, and now we are pulling away from what has been an awesome camp. We're setting off to find new ground. Speaking of new ground, I gotta watch for rocks going through here.
That camp treated us very, very well and served a purpose for us to explore, but it's time to move camp. Down to where we're seeing the most sign, down to where the animals are, at least that we can tell from now, so I love that camp though. It was fun having a base camp and being able to explore. It really was.
Burn less fuel.
Yeah, but now that we know everything's down that way and all of our sign is that direction, instead of coming from the middle and just keep going down there, we're just gonna move down there.
Is this right here?
Yeah. I burned a tank exploring.
It's precious when we're out here.
It is precious. Half the time we're going about this speed just to conserve on gas and find fish, but now that we've got camp packed up, ready to rock and roll, it's energizing. Hopefully we can get down there and find some animals.
Chris and Casey have broken camp and set course for the south. Their plan is to hunt their way down, stopping at key points along the way to scout for prime moose habitat. Shelter and security are front of mind, so the brothers keep their eyes peeled for a new base camp to call home for the coming days.
This right here is where that cow
owl had to have been calling from just back in this bog. Yeah, because I was across the lake. But this muskeg is what makes the most sense. This is directionally, you know what I mean? This is an awesome spot right here. Yeah, the wind's blowing this way right now. We get up on top of this, like just a little bit of ridge on this burn. Might just have a little advantage. But if there's a cow in here, hopefully, should be a bull around. There's a bull around. I don't want to go trampling in there. I want to just hang back. And if we got to work our way in deeper and deeper every day, we will. But I'd rather start out here on the edge. This weather turned fast. Yeah, I mean, the storm blew in. We just got to keep an eye on it. I'm not too worried about camp right now, setting anything up. I'd rather hunt. Figure it out from there. We can find a spot to sleep. Especially if she was in here. That's hot. Let's get moving. Let's get up there. All right.
The Kiefer brothers are headed south in search of new hunting grounds and a tract of land suitable to set a new base camp. They've been hunting separately for days, so the thought of coming together to accomplish a common goal is a welcome prospect.
I mean, I'm just along for the ride right now, but the good thing is, the boat isn't far if I need to run and grab the rifle. We can make it happen. But I'd rather be with you and call. If you have to move up, I can drop back and see if we can't pull them further.
The Kiefer brothers are practicing a bit of brotherly teamwork to get the job done. Chris is hanging back to call while Casey waits out front, ready to take a shot. Chris is raking and breaking branches to imitate the sound of a bull thrashing his antlers through the thick brush. The racket inspires a territorial response by breeding bulls in the area, bringing them toward Chris to investigate. Meanwhile, Casey remains undetected by a distracted bull, with hopes to intercept his target within bow range.
Thinking basically, we can get in here. We'll get in here earlier tomorrow. But if we can come like morning and evening, and then use late morning, afternoon to kind of keep looking around a little bit. We gotta spend as much time as we can here for sure. Yeah. You want to go check here, keep moving, and we can see if we can find a spot for camp. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Let's see what we can find.
The brothers must make the most of every moment if there's any hope of extracting with a punched moose tag. Together, they've decided their best bet is to spend the mornings and evenings hunting as a team, while reserving midday for exploration and scouting for a new base camp.
I'm just coming up in here off the lake and just trying to find maybe like a little makeshift kind of camp spot. It's actually opening up quite nice up in here. Every time we come up in like this, we find these game trails. There's game trails all over, like right out on the lake's edge. We pretty much have found one every place that we've stopped so far. So, you know, it leads you to think that eventually maybe at least see something like walking on the edge of the mainland, but so far nothing. But we're coming up. Want to get in here, take a look around, kind of see what it looks like, to see if we can potentially find a spot to put a quick makeshift camp, just somewhere that if we're out and about and the weather does come in, we have somewhere to head to if we're quick and kind of in a hurry, you know. What's that? Oh, this will work. This is sweet right here. Just got up in here, it opens up. Got a big hillside right here, a little protector from wind. We can do it. We're gonna spike here. This will be the plan. We got a bivvy tent, 2-person guy. We're going beard to beard in here, right here. This will work out great. It's flat. There's lots of wood around. Nice thing about it is it's kind of a safety situation right now with all these storms rolling in.
we can get this set up. We can get back to hunting right away, which is exciting. I like this spot. You like this spot?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Looks as good as any. Let's get her set up.
There's nothing to go on the setup, so we just get it knocked out.
Yeah.
Get back in that bay. Too much sign.
I know. I can't help but think this morning's weather break was a little bit of almost like, it's breaking.
I like it.
We're going from the short fall to winter.
Yeah, the temperature has dropped tremendously right now, which is awesome.
And with that, moose are going to be on the move. So we're going to get this set up, and then we're going to get back out there.
Setting camp always brings a sense of security and relief. Although Spike Camp doesn't offer the same level of comfort as a big tent, the brothers can breathe a bit easier knowing they'll at least be protected from the elements. One less thing to take their focus off of the afternoon hunt.
All right, we got it up and running. Our shelter's good. It's been beard tested. Casey's in there right now. We're going to be going beard to beard tonight, but it's going to be exciting because our first order of business shelter is done. We don't have to worry about it. We can spend time all the way to dark hunting. What are you thinking there?
Good, man. She's golden.
Yeah.
Be a little snug up in here for two of us, but we'll do exactly what we need her to do in a hurry, that's for sure.
Perfect.
Hey, it's up. We can spend more time hunting.
All right. Okay, that's it. Let's go on. Back to the grind.
With no luck to the north, the Kiefer brothers have decided to trade in their big base camp for a spike camp located on more desirable hunting grounds. The southerly spike camp is primitive, allowing them to quickly break it down and move if they find themselves in a run-and-gun situation. The spike camp will be their launch pad for the coming days, making it possible to minimize their travel distance to the most promising hunting spots, conserving precious time, energy, and much-needed fuel reserves. A full-grown moose can cover ground quickly and quietly, despite their massive stature. The brothers are on high alert after hearing what they believe to be a moose in the distance. But the moose are on high alert too. One wrong move can end the hunt in a hurry.
Sounded just like antler. The first thing I heard sounded like a grunt, and I kind of was like, and then 30 seconds later, it sounded like antler in the branches. I mean, enough that my heart got racing. I knocked an arrow. Oh yeah, I went from 62 heartbeat to 102. Right when you said that, I mean, I was beating. He could still be out in there somewhere. He just stand. You know, they are. They'll stand right there, especially if he has a cow with him. You know. Just hold tight for a little bit here. It's cold. It's real cold. It's just cracking daylight here. We got the sun coming up over the
get in here early. It's a little windy today too, so it's gonna be a little bit tougher to hear these moose. But we got temperatures in the teens. I'd have to think they should be on their feet. We'll see. You know, it's one of those deals where we just gotta keep trying to get after it. I mean, there's only so much you can do with moose hunting. Aside from bumping into one somewhere on the island or something like that. You just gotta get out and keep calling. Get back into the same spots that you've been calling from and continue to call. That's what we've done in the past. That's what we're gonna do on this trip. Hopefully persistence pays off.
The brothers have stumbled upon a hidden creek, winding through promising moose country. They have nothing to lose, so they follow the babbling path, hoping for a change in luck. Instead of stationary calling, the brothers will cover ground on foot with hopes of finding moose sign in the timber.
Just looking for some sign, any type of sign up in here. Casey's got the bow. I put the gun away for right now because I want to be with Casey when he shoots a moose. If we need to, we can go back to camp. But we left the gun behind. I'm gonna try and call and tag team with him on this moose. That's a big thing for us right now. It's harder to find these bears anyway at this point. I mean, we'd have to be so lucky to find one in this brush, especially getting this close to hibernation. All right. We're just gonna keep walking this little trail that goes through here, this little game trail. See what we find.
As the temperature drops, the frustration rises. Winter is tightening its grip on northern Saskatchewan, and the warmth of the late autumn sun may be gone for good. Food is scarce, and hunting is hard, but the brothers have found themselves in this situation before. Pressing on is the only option.
Well, just another unsuccessful hunt. Trying to do everything we can. We're hiking miles, putting time in. Just not working. Starting to get a little discouraging right now. Kind of brutal, actually. I don't know. We'll see. I really wanted to get something on the ground and get... What's that? Spruce chicken. Slip down below. Down below it. We got a spruce grouse right here in front of us. And he would taste delicious. He just flew up out of the brush, but I'm trying to find him in the trees. I can see him perfectly right here. He's just long necking him right now. If he doesn't shoot him, he's gonna fly. His tail's sticking out right there. He just shot and missed him. I looked away for 2 seconds. And he missed him. Or at least I think so. Bird flew. Heard the arrow hit the rocks up there. Nicked the branch. Is that what it was? Clipped the branch and flew right in front of him. I was trying to take his head off. It might be down in there. The good news is, they're here, they're around. Something with a heartbeat. That would have been nice to have. Yeah, tonight, but that one was a thick one too. A lot of meat.
There was a lot. He was twin. He looked like a rotisserie.
come down an arrow, which doesn't make me very happy.
Once again, Saskatchewan has proven itself a force to be reckoned with. A land full of challenges, where the skies are alive and Mother Nature works on her own time clock. Soon, autumn will forfeit completely to the woes of winter, a change that weighs heavy on the hungry bodies and minds of Chris and Casey. Every day, the brothers burn more calories than they can possibly replace with a few fish and a handful of berries. But they must burn them to earn them, and their goal of hunting to live helps to keep their minds off the hunger pains. They'll stay the course until they've given Saskatchewan all they have to give.